Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I have a special video for you, as I will be doing a FIFA 21 career mode scenario. If you want more explanation about this scenario mode thing, then check out the eye in the top right of your screen. For you who have watched my previous video of the Reviving Wonder Kids challenge, they know I got fired near the end of season 2 with around 7 or 8 matches left to play. So after I got fired, I checked the available job offers, which was Nottingham Forest in this case. They were in 18th place in the Premier League and looked set to get relegated, with 9 points behind 17th place Crystal Palace. But instead of quitting the save and never going back to it, I thought, why not make a scenario challenge out of this? I will basically be playing the 7 matches that were left for Forest and try to keep them in Premier League. This challenge is played on ultimate difficulty with OS sliders. Check the eye in the top right to see what sliders they are. Competitor mode was turned off, as I find the AI more challenging when it's turned off. Let's first get into the squad. It's not the exact same squad as when you start a new career mode save with Forest, as we are near the end of season 2. Players like Barinov, Hendricks, Adekbenro, Hernandez and Osai Samuel were players that the AI brought in an earlier transfer window. First up is the match against Crystal Palace. They were in 17th position and this was a must-win match in order to stay up. Cavallo gets the ball in a good spot and passes it to Osai Samuel, who brings Forest in front in this very important match. Luckily for us, we didn't concede a goal in this match and got all 3 points against Crystal Palace, which means we are now only 6 points behind them with 6 matches left to play. Next up was the match against Sheffield United, who are in 13th position. Barinov gives a great through ball to Hernandez, who sprints past the defenders, and he scores the first goal of this match. This could be another very important 3 points for us. Now Sheffield United is trying to set up an attack with Nketiah and Leao, who gets past McKenna and scores at the near post. Forest dropped 2 very important points against a winnable side and are now 8 points behind Crystal Palace, who actually managed to win their last game. With only 5 matches to go, this challenge seems to be going in the wrong direction. Next match though is against Leicester City, who have a free kick from quite far out. Tielemans takes it and Kamal Soa heads the ball behind Bamba in the back of the net. It looks like the dream to survive relegation is really falling apart now. In stoppage time of the first half, Leicester have another attack, now with Munir, who can't get past McKenna. Excellent defending. Tariqua, our right back, gives a terrible pass though and Kamal Soa scores again for Leicester. 2-0 down. The match ends in a 2-0 loss for Forest and they need to pull something incredible out of the bag to not get relegated with only 4 matches left in this Premier League season. We are even down to 19th place as Leeds get on the same amount of points as Forest. Still 8 points behind 17th placed Crystal Palace. The next match is against Southampton, who fired me previously in the season as I failed the Reviving Wonder Kids challenge. I'm looking to take revenge and show Southampton they made a big mistake by letting me go. First action of the game is with Juan Hernandez, who does a ball roll and gets past the defender to get Forest in front and potentially giving them the 3 points. Here's Hernandez with a long through ball to Osai Samuel, who uses his 91 pace very well. He sees Adekbenro at the far post and Adekbenro scores the second for us. In the second half, our goalkeeper has the ball and kicks the ball perfectly in Osai Samuel's running path. Osai Samuel once again uses his pace very well and scores the third goal for Forest to secure another 3 very important points. Only 3 matches left to play and we are 6 points behind Fulham, 7 behind Wolves and 8 behind Crystal Palace. This means we must win 2 out of our last 3 games, with the opposition being Everton, Wolves and lastly Manchester City, who were already crowned Premier League champions of this season at this point. We are in the last minutes of the game against Everton and it's still 0-0, where Forest tried to set up one more attack to potentially get 3 vital points. Hernandez and substitute Bakirou are trying to create something, and Bakirou gives a very important pass to Hernandez, who scores and gives us the 3 points we needed. Unbelievable end to this match. 2 matches left, 4 points behind Fulham. We must get at least 1 draw and 1 win against Wolves and Manchester City. Carvalho tries to set up an attack and gives a good pass to Barinov, who shoots and scores. 1-0 for Forest. Here's Hernandez on the ball. He is holding the ball up and passes it to substitute Amiobi, who passes it back to Hernandez, who then gives it to Adegbenro, who makes it 2-0 for Forest. 3 points are in our hands right now. Wolves try to get at least 1 goal back with this free kick, but it comes to nothing and Forest take all 3 points home. One more game. We are 1 point behind Fulham and 2 points behind Crystal Palace. Our opponent is league winners Manchester City. Fulham has to play against Crystal Palace in the last match of the season. This could have an incredible ending to this challenge. Firstly, we entered a pre-match press conference in advance to the last match. The journalists were asking and doubting if Forest could survive the relegation. But I had faith in our squad. One match to decide it all. We must get at least a draw today and hope that Fulham loses to Crystal Palace. And we kick off. Here is Barinov on the ball, who passes it to Hernandez. Hernandez gets fouled around the edge of the box. This free kick could get us in front. Carvalho steps up and Edison saves. It stays 0-0. Now Man City is trying to create an attack, but Aguero loses the ball to Worrell. Now Forest is going for an attack with a great through ball from Bakirou to Hernandez, who scores past Edison. Forest are in front and are safe if it stays like this. And we are getting a notification on our screen right now. Fulham just scored against Crystal Palace and are 1-0 up. If their match stays like this, Forest have to win to survive relegation. City on the attack again. Gundogan passes it to Sterling and he shoots with a great block from McKenna. It's a corner for Manchester City. Bernardo Silva takes it and Laporte heads it in. It's 1-1. If it stays like this, Forest go back down to the championship. Now we are on the attack again. With Carvalho, who passes it to Hernandez and he shoots, but can't get past Edison unfortunately. Maybe something can be created from this corner. It's Bakirou who tries to shoot, but it goes well wide. Hernandez and Adegbenro try to set up another attack for Forest. But it's a bad pass from the left winger. Edison panics and shoots the ball into the crowd. Can this throw-in be any useful for Forest? Darikwa can run a few meters past the defenders and squares it to Hernandez, who scores again. Forest are up 2-1. They will stay in the Premier League if it stays like this. And it's half time. Forest are 2-1 up. Carvalho gets subbed off due to an injury and Amiobi will be his replacement. Forest with an attack in the 50th minute. Bakirou is through on goal. Oh, and he can seal the win for Forest, but he shoots right at Edison. What a chance. Forest do have a corner now though. Hernandez tries a bicycle kick, but he hardly gets a touch on it. Some terrible defending by Manchester City here and McKenna scores. But it's offside. Another big chance for Forest. Adekbenro gets the ball off Walker and has space to go for goal. Adekbenro still has the ball, but he still loses it. Baku with a fantastic pass to Hernandez, who tries to chip it, but a great save from Edison. Hernandez tries again, but can't get a shot on. And we get another notification in the top right. Fulham scored the second goal of the match and will most likely win that game, which means we must win against Manchester City to not get relegated. Crystal Palace would go down if it stays like this. The last two substitutes for Forest, Lolly and Cafu, come on for Osayi Samuel and Barinov. Here's Hernandez on the ball again. Hernandez with a great pass to Adekbenro, who is through on goal. And he misses. Another big chance missed. Forest are hoping to not concede a second to Manchester City at the moment. City on the wing with Bernardo Silva, who gets past Ribeiro and he passes it into the box. Forest get the ball back with Summer shooting straight at De Bruyne, but he saves. Torres with another shot, but he shoots wide. What a chance for City to level the game. What a mistake by Bamba that could have been crucial to the match. Forest are lucky they are still winning this game. Forest have a goal kick. Ball goes to Darikwa, who gives a good pass to Lolly, who is getting away from Cancelo. Lolly is through on goal and squares it to Hernandez, who makes it a hat-trick for himself and saves his team from relegation. Unbelievable scenes here today. Forest might get one last chance here with Lolly, but he shoots wide. And that's the end of the match. Nottingham Forest stay in the Premier League after an unbelievable comeback with their new manager. Fantastically done by striker Juan Hernandez as well, who helps Forest massively today with a hat-trick. And Fulham have won their match 2-0, which means Crystal Palace is going down to the Championship together with Leeds United and Preston. It was very close at the last relegation spot, but we survived, together with Fulham and Wolves, who are both 1 point in front of us. Here's one last recap of all the results in the 7 matches we played. On the screen right now you will see the players' stats. And this is the end of this incredible scenario challenge with Nottingham Forest. We narrowly avoid relegation and pulled an amazing comeback. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you want to see more scenario challenge in the future. And I will see you guys at the next video.